Hello, Valerie from BabyWiseMom.com talking with you today about toddlers crying at nap time. I can't tell you how many people say to me, "Oh, you're so lucky that your kids napped past age 1, age 2. Mine all refuse to nap at 18 months old." It's really common for toddlers to not want to sleep, but that doesn't mean that they should stop sleeping. So we're going to talk about what to do when your toddler is crying at nap time. There are 10 reasons your toddler is crying at nap time, and I'm never going to say, and stop doing naps altogether. So our goal is to get those naps back on track or on track for where they should be for their current age and situation. Since you're in toddlerhood now, you're very familiar with our first reason. First reason is a sleep regression. Yes, sleep regressions still happen with toddlers. I know they're so annoying. We don't like sleep regressions, but they happen. They're a thing. So we basically just wait it out. But your first reason may be a sleep regression, which means we're just waiting for the sleep regression to pass. We continue forward with what we're doing, and it will pass. Your toddler might be crying at nap because of teething pains. That's our second reason. Again, you have a toddler, teething pains are not new to you. One difference is that while some babies can get through all of their teeth without any real disruption to sleep, it's very common for toddlers to have at least one set of teeth coming that really cause pain. That can be your canine teeth or eye teeth, sometimes called. It can be molars. So the teeth can really hurt a lot more in these toddler years than they did in baby years. So even if your child could handle it as a baby, you might have some times where naps are disrupted and your toddler's crying because of teething pain. So take care of the teething pain however you have decided to take care of teething pain at this point, and that can help your toddler be able to fall asleep without crying. The third reason your toddler might be crying at nap is because of overstimulation. I know, we thought overstimulation was a thing of the past with the baby, but toddlers still can get overstimulated. So think about what your day has been like. If your toddler hasn't had enough downtime, and your toddler may be crying to blow off steam because this day has been too exciting, and your toddler's just simply a little overstimulated. And of course, there's an opposite side to that. The fourth reason your toddler might be crying at nap is that your toddler is understimulated. Toddlers notice everything, and they've been noticing everything since they were babies, and your toddler might just need a little bit more. Your toddler might need a little bit more exercise, a little bit more physical stimulation, a little bit more mental stimulation. You can add in some learning activities in the morning or going on a walk. And if you've done walks consistently, maybe you've always pushed your little one in a stroller, but now it might be time to have your toddler walk on the walk, which will mean you probably don't go as far, and it will take you a little bit longer to do so, but it will help your little one get some exercise. And that will really help. Mental stimulation and physical stimulation will help your toddler be ready for nap when it's nap time. And your fifth reason your toddler might be crying because nap started at the wrong time. Most toddlers are pretty flexible with the exact start time of nap, but there are some who are still pretty like, I need my 10-minute window, and if my nap doesn't start in this 10-minute window, it's not happening, or I'm going to cry, or I'm going to have a hard time falling asleep. So be really aware of your individual child. I've had a toddler who needed nap to start between 1 p.m. and 1:10 p.m. And if I missed that, nap was not going to happen. So be aware of your child and make sure that if you have a child who needs that specific time, make sure you're hitting it. The sixth possibility of why your toddler is crying is that your toddler's wake time length is off. This is similar to your nap timing, the exact time your nap starts, but it's not exactly it. So you do need to pay attention to wake time length for some toddlers. Some are super flexible, and if you have a super flexible toddler, like, be so grateful and happy for it. But some toddlers are still a little less flexible and need that exact timing right. So make sure you have that wake time length down correct. If you have a toddler who's crying consistently before nap, worry about that and think about it and try to get it figured out. The seventh reason your toddler might be crying before nap is that the sleep or nap routine is off. And these are different children of mine who've been picky about different things, but I had one toddler who was very, very particular about her sleep routine. Everything needed to be just so precise, exact same song, exact same, everything had to be in the same order, and it didn't matter who was putting her down for a nap, that's what it had to be. And if that didn't happen, she would cry. I only had one like that, but it happened. So it could be just that your routine is a little off. Your toddler might need something added in to make it a little more soothing, or your toddler might need it shortened. But it also might be that your toddler needs a lot of consistency in your routine. So make sure you take notes with everyone, compare notes with who's putting down your toddler for nap. Pay attention yourself if it's always you, and figure out, what does my toddler need for an optimal sleep routine? It still matters even though it's a toddler. Like, we pay more attention to that with babies, but toddlers still need these kind of things addressed for them also. The eighth reason your toddler might be crying is your toddler might need to drop a nap. I know I said I wasn't going to tell you to drop the nap. I'm not saying drop the nap. If you're at one nap, skip this one. Don't pay attention to this one. If your toddler's taking 2 naps, it might be time to drop to 1 nap. So find out the signs. I have lots of information on that, and see if it's time to move your toddler to 1 nap a day instead of 2. If you are taking 1 nap a day, don't drop to 0. The 9th reason your toddler might be crying before nap is that something has changed in life that needs to have not changed, or that you need to make adjustments for because of the change. The change could be weather. When the weather changes outside, it changes the ambient feel of the temperature in our home. Even if the temperature is the same, the ambient temperature feels different. So your toddler might need to dress warmer for sleep. Your toddler might need to dress cooler for sleep. There might be light has changed outside and your toddler's reacting to that. It could be you just moved. It could be a sibling started school. There's just a lot of things. So think about what has changed. What was life like before when the toddler was sleeping well or not crying before nap, and what has changed since, and how can I address those changes? Sometimes it means reverting back to the way things were before the change. Sometimes it means helping your toddler adjust. The final reason your toddler might be crying before nap is because your toddler just doesn't want to take a nap. Being a toddler is a lot of fun, and I think that's one reason why I love the toddler stage, because toddlers love life. Toddlers get a thrill out of everything they see and everything they do, and yes, they throw a lot of tantrums, but they really just love life to the fullest. So when it comes time for a nap, it's so sad. It's so sad to stop the fun and the learning and the excitement and the playing with toys and all of the things. So it might just be your little one doesn't want to take a nap, and in that case, it's just kind of too bad. Again, don't drop the nap. It does come an age when you drop the nap, but toddler's not that age. So if your toddler doesn't want to nap, you can empathize. I know you don't want to nap, but you need to. You can even say, all right, but you need to be in your bed and you need to look at these books, and then your toddler's going to, most days, fall asleep. And that wraps it up. Now, keep in mind, I just said most days fall asleep. Toddlers don't sleep every single day of the week for a nap, and that's normal. A younger toddler might skip a nap 1 day a week. As they get older, they gradually skip naps. It's still very great and important for them to spend some time in their bed or their crib where they can decompress, rest, let their little bodies get some rest so they have more energy to get up and go afterwards. Also, one thing I didn't mention, be mindful and aware of the media and technology use your toddler has, because that definitely can lead to crying, not only at naps, but in your daily life. So be aware of that and notice how that impacts your child. So here's to great sleep. If you have recognized one of those 10 reasons, that is exactly why my toddler is crying before nap, but I don't really know what to do about it, I have a post that talks about all of these 10 reasons and what to do in the case of each of these 10 reasons. So be sure to check that out on my blog, babywisemom.com, and I hope you have great sleep in your future.